it looks surreal, right? Just 18 months back we were at this level, and they spent so much of time, and a lot of actually gone through. Wars have happened, unfortunate COVID has happened, we almost went to 16,800 and now above the 19,000 mark. What exactly is working in our favor in your view?
So let me answer this question from a spiritual point of view. It looks like as if the God above is Indian. We had worries on terrorism from Pakistan, now they are in trouble. We had worries on trade deficit, March 23 number came at 1 billion plus. We had worries on oil, from triple digit it is double digit. We had worries on inflation, it fell down. We had worries on monsoon, it recovered. It almost looks like that there is someone at the top who is ensuring that India's problem gets mitigated. Looking at it from an economic point of view, today we are in one of the best positions one could dream of. We are like oasis in the desert, growth above estimate, inflation within the target range, investments reviving, consumption little bit subdued but relatively on its own rather than from stimulus. Whichever way you look at it, India appears to be in a very, very comfortable position, which is why investors are bringing money into India.
So FII friends have come back in style, and DIIs, of course, you are representing that community, and domestic flows have been very buoyant. What is the outlook from here on? What would the message you would like to give to Indian investors? Because many of them are thinking, yes, I participated in the bad time. Is it time for me to book out? Or should I ride the new territory, and the outlook is pretty healthy right now, as you were saying? What would your message be?
So undoubtedly we are at all-time high level, but undoubtedly we are not at all-time high valuation. There is Triveni Sangam of flows, sentiment and fundamentals in India. As you mentioned, everyone is a buyer. There is very, very limited supply. Some private equity guys, some IPOs, but demand is aggressive and more supply is restricted. Sentimentally, everyone is positive in India. They are seeing our numbers. And most importantly, fundamental. Despite all-time high level of market, we are just little above our historical average. And it can be justified based on our growth potential. So with this Triveni Sangam of flows, sentiment and fundamentals, my recommendation to investors, stay long India growth story. There will be ups and downs. Tomorrow, who knows, market can correct.
Sure.
But stay invested for long-term India growth story. The wealth creation, what we saw in last 30 years, in terms of quantum, we'll see bigger wealth creation in next decade.
Wow. Nilesh, let me play the devil's advocate. There is a sense in the market that the spate of blocks which are happening from the promoter side, from the private equity side, many of them have happened in the last 15-20 days alone, is a sign that perhaps in the medium term we may be topping out, because these big sellers are better informed. They think that the markets are getting slightly on the overvalued side. Plus, I read Geeta Gopinath's commentary today from the IMF saying that perhaps global markets also, assuming that inflation is completely under control may not be the right assumption. What are your thoughts on these two, inflation and supplies?
So Ajay bhai, all the learned investors dumped India between October 21 to June 22. They took out $35 billion. Today they have brought in maybe $10 billion or $12 billion. And market is already well above that level. So when we have fundamentals with us, I don't think so we should worry about what others are thinking. Today, what are investors looking at in India? They are looking at 3G. Growth, earnings growth better than rest of the world. Governance standards far better than our peer group. And green economy. We are transforming our economy towards green. As long as we deliver this 3G of growth, governance and green, I think our markets will reward investors. Will there be ups and downs? Undoubtedly, yes. But will it attract capital flows from all over the world into India? My confidence is yes.